Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a dimensional color on a returning client. Now I actually haven't seen her in 6 months, so she is due for a refresh. We've been doing this color for 2 years now and she said she's never going back. Now the color we like to go for is a dimensional copper brown with like a hint of spicy red. And we love it because even though it's a subtle transformation, it packs a punch. And that's because she was not only able to find a hair color that complemented her features, but she also found a color that complemented her lifestyle. So in this video, I'm hoping to help you figure out how you can find the perfect hair color for you as well. So let's dive in. Alright, so as I mix up her color, I just want to talk about the type of color I'm using on her to achieve these dimensional results. What I'm using is a high lift permanent color. Now the reason that it's called high lift is because it has more peroxide in it, which allows the hair cuticles to open up so that the color is able to lift your natural hair color lighter than a normal permanent color. And as a hairstylist, I'm obsessed with it because I'm allowed to achieve different dimensional colors all in one go. I don't have to apply bleach and then put a toner over. I can do it all in one shot, and it's great for the client because it's healthier for their hair to not have to go through so many processes of color. I like to educate my clients on high lift colors because most of the times we think that we have to just like bleach our hair to get the color we want, but I just want to let y'all know that there are safer and gentler options and more low maintenance options as well. Alright, so as I apply her color, let's get into how you can figure out what's the perfect hair color for you. So first things first, you want to assess your skin tone. You want to determine if you are a cool, warm, or neutral skin tone. Now, the easiest way to determine this is to look at the inside of your wrist. Now, when you look at your veins, if they are blue, then you have a cool skin tone. If your veins are green, then you have a more warm skin tone. And if you have a mix of both and you can't determine if you have warm or cool undertones, then you are a neutral skin tone. Now, if you have a neutral skin tone, then you can play with a wide range of colors. Just experiment and see what flatters you the most, but neutral shades will always be an easy go-to. Now, if you have a warm skin tone, then it's always nice to go with warm undertones like golden blondes, honey blondes, warm reds, and rich chocolate browns. I like to think like more fall colors. And if you have a cool skin tone, you might want to consider cooler shades like ash blonde, platinum, jet black, or cool browns. When it comes to cool hair colors, I like to think more winter. Now, after you've determined a color that suits your skin tone well, if you want to take things a little further and enhance the color, give it some dimension, you can find a color that complements your eye color. Now, the easiest way to determine this is that if you want your eye color to pop, then you want to pick a color that contrasts the color of your eyes. So for instance, if you have blue eyes, you want to go with more orangey coppers, and that'll make your eyes pop. But if you're looking for a more harmonious look that blends in naturally with your eye color, then you want to go with colors that complement your eye color. So for instance, if you have brown eyes, you want to go with colors that are more rich and deep, like chestnut brown and caramels, or even like warm reds. Now, once you determine a color that will complement your skin tone and make your eyes pop, the last thing you have to figure out is what kind of maintenance are you looking to have. Now, I'm just going to preface this by saying that if you're scared to get color because you don't want to ruin your curl pattern, then you should opt for colors that are darker that don't require bleach to maintain them. That's why I'm bringing it back to the high lift color, because it gives you more options for lighter colors without using bleach. However, if you do want those lighter colors, like you want to do blondes and have fun, then I say that you should try and opt for hair color techniques such as a balayage or an ombre, so that you can go longer without having to be in the salon and upkeeping with it. That way it's gentler on your curls and on your pockets. So once you've determined a color that suits your skin tone well, it enhances your eye color, and it fits your lifestyle well, you are well on your way. Alright y'all, so here is my client processing. You can see that color oxidizing and it is transforming right on her head. Okay, so after she's finished processing, I'm going in with the volume shampoo to take down her color. And I love the volume shampoo because it is a gentle clarifying shampoo that is color safe and keratin safe as well. So it's gonna give that deep clean, but then also keep the hair moisturized, which we need, and it's gonna help strengthen and rebuild her hair. A shampoo is important to not only take care of your scalp health and your hair health, but it is so important in maintaining your hair color. You don't want to invest hundreds of dollars in getting your color done and then only to strip it out with a cheap shampoo. So never skimp on your shampoo. Alright, so after taking down all her color, in order to put some moisture back into her hair and rebuild it, I'm going in with the deep repair treatment. Now this is my deep conditioning treatment from my Timelessly Curly hair care line, and I love it because it has keratin, which is going to go into her hair and rebuild it from the inside out, but it also has a ton of moisturizing properties so that her hair is hydrated as well. So it gives you the best of both worlds, the moisture and the strength. Now this is so important, especially after receiving hair color, because we all know that hair color is a little drying because those hair cuticles are being raised up. So a good deep conditioner will not only put nutrients back in, but it'll smooth down that cuticle so that it can maintain moisture. Now, in order to give that deep conditioning treatment an extra boost and to show her scalp some love too, I'm going to pair it with a steam treatment. Now, I love a steam treatment because it really does well for hydration levels, and we all know that curly hair thrives off of moisture. So let's be clear, you don't need to do this every week, but if your hair needs some extra loving, or you're trying to come back after getting a protective style, a hair steamer is a great way to give your hair that extra moisture boost. Alright, so after rinsing out her deep conditioner, in order to prep her hair for a silk press today, I'm reaching for my emergency miracle treatment. Now this is my leave-in conditioner from my hair care line, and I'm grabbing it because I know it's not only going to moisturize her hair, but it's also going to prevent her hair from fading and split ends. We all know that heat can fade hair color quickly, so I love using the emergency miracle treatment to reassure me that that hair color is going to be protected as I proceed with her silk press. For some heat protection, I'm going for Lait Dew, which is my blow dry cream, and I love Lait Dew because it is going to keep that hair moisturized. That is because it is a cream based formula. As you can see, I'm all about put moisture in before we put any heat tools that's going to strip the hair out, and we're trying to prevent any color fading at all costs. Lastly, I'm reaching for the amethyst oil, which is not only going to help seal in the moisture, but it has heat protection as well that's going to help speed up the drying time. And I love it because it adds so much shine to the hair and just helps smooth out that blowout. Alright, so as I proceed to style her hair, I just want to share a few tips on how to maintain your color treated hair, especially when you have curly hair. Okay, so as I mentioned before, curly hair thrives off of moisture. So you want to make sure that you are washing your hair and deep conditioning it once a week, especially when you have curly hair that is color treated. Once a week is my minimum, and if it's anything less, you are really playing with fire. And I want to say emphasis on the deep conditioner, because a deep conditioner is what's going to make sure that your hair is moisturized for the week, so you don't have to feel so dry by the time wash day comes. This will train your hair to hold on to moisture for longer. And of course, when you have color treated hair, you want to make sure you are using color safe products. These will minimize color fading and maintain your hair health. Also, a quick tip when it comes to washing your hair, you want to make sure that you are using cool or lukewarm water. Hot water can actually open up the hair cuticle and lead to color fading. When it comes to styling your hair from day to day, you want to make sure that you minimize using heat. And that's because heat can actually be damaging to color treated hair, especially curly hair, which is more prone to dryness and breakage. So always be sure to use a heat protectant first, or opt for heatless styles altogether. Another tip, when you go outside, you actually want to protect your hair from the sun. The sun has UV rays that can fade your hair color quickly. You want to wear hats or use products like a leave-in conditioner that has UV protection, like the Emergency Miracle treatment, that will protect your hair from the damaging UV rays. And my last tip is to make sure that you are getting your trims regularly. I recommend getting it once a season. That means once every 3 months. And especially when you have color treated hair, because that can tend to lean on the dry side. And when you have dry hair, that leads to split ends and down the line breakage. So you want to get rid of those split ends as soon as they come up. So once every 3 months is perfect. And while a trim is always great for preventing damage, it really does help styling your hair on a day-to-day when your hair has a good shape to it and those ends look thick and not stringy. Especially when you have curly hair, it's gonna help with your curl definition. Alright y'all, and that brings us to our final results. You can see that she has that warm brown with like that red undertone. It is like the perfect mix. And you can see, as I mentioned before, that a high lift color gives you a ton of dimension all in one shot. From different angles and different lighting, her hair will transform. And that's why we are obsessed with this color. Even looking from the front, you can see how this color complements her skin tone, and that's because it is a warm color that will harmoniously blend in with her warm skin tone. Even as it goes from her darker roots to her lighter ends, because that is in the warm family, it just seamlessly blends. Like I mentioned before, this is a subtle shift in color, but it has a huge impact. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below what hair color you've been thinking about getting. Now, if you want to find out more about high lift color and what else it can do, I recommend checking out this upcoming video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!